thank you all for tuning in. And let's see what the message of most open heart compassion brings to us. Okay. Also, if you want to support this channel, I'll say it again. Just a small comment, just a emoticon, whatever. Not even going to go to the likes because that's pretty obvious. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't. But the commenting is like always helpful, just like in any community, collectivity. You receive feedback to grow, and I will always take it as feedback, even if it's like, advice. It doesn't have to be all rainbows and butterflies, because I believe that I always have something to get better at. Because we all humans always keep growing, right? Hi, pile number 1. This is your reading. Let's see what you got. For your animal card, you got the butterfly, and this already lets me... Oh, wow. This lets me really see that whatever hardships you're going through, these are necessary things. Some of you are having some health issues, and it's not like the end of the world, but it's different for every one of you. Mostly the health issue. I also want to include a lot of you who are just struggling with depression and anxiety. So we have the air element too, as well, as you can see, and that is going to be main key for this. This is so necessary, and whatever you believe in, if you want to pray to Jesus, to your archangels, to your galactic family, your spirit animals, your ancestors, and your altar, those are going to be the ones that are going to assist you right now. Because a lot of you, I see that you have a lot of doubts in regards to, like, am I even gonna be okay? Like, am I even gonna be all right if I keep going with these plans, with this business plans, or am I allowed to love if I'm gonna be struggling with this? And Spirit is just saying, it's okay, and please allow yourself to, like, love and be in your relationship as well. If you are in the middle of being in a relationship, starting a new relationship, and I'm talking about romantic ones here, allow yourself to be honest and be okay with being, since the very beginning, so honest and transparent about it. And I bring you to relationships because look what we have here. Harmonic flight. Yeah, and this could be also like you seeing the shadow of yourself that is gonna be just necessary to acknowledge and validate your depression, your whatever you're going through. Maybe you're having some womb issues. A lot of you are having some like hormonal imbalances. And believe me, I'm not saying it's easy. It's just any issues that you're going through. There will be healing. Look at this. Wow. This confirms that there will be healing, and everything is infinite. So above is below, or whatever. This is the infinite sign. And I believe that if you keep just looking and validating this sadness or this inner child that needed it, then you're gonna be okay, and you're gonna be rewarded, and you're about to flourish. And this butterfly confirms that. Just keep your communication open, and keep that, even if it's just 10 minutes of your day. Allow yourself to play like the butterfly. And I want to give you some more insight on the butterfly because this is just what I'm channeling. I will channel first, usually, and then I'll read whatever I feel called to read. So, right now, from your spread, I'm being called to read the butterfly. It says, undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. So yeah, you're going through like a big, just a big out of comfort zone, and that might be that you're going through this treatment with your body or anything that is like, even if you're just dealing with, you know, vitamin deficiency, something so common that we, most of us will go through and realize at our young adult ages, right? When we start seeing that, oh, like now I gotta take care of my own self as an adult. And I am laughing because it's so common around, like myself included. Like it's just about, I want to say discipline, but I don't want to say discipline because it's also about being present of what you like doing. Like if you like doing a lot of, I don't know, art, and you like doing a lot of boxing, like anything that makes you, you know, your fire, your inner fire go. That inner fire is the flame. A lot of you want to call the violet flame, please do so. And if you know, you know, violet flame. If you want to do those activities, those are going to help alchemize whatever is going on inside emotionally, because everything comes from emotions. Then you can take your vitamin D, I don't know, go out in the sun or whatever. It says, this change usually involves relationships because the air is an element of the heart. Yeah, the air element here. Or if you love your job, perhaps your career, this transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort. Be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. So yeah, like I said, like the group, or you know, thinking about community or just treating yourself to be okay with transition and to bring your ego with you in that trip of transition and that flight, that really will open the heart, accepting all both fragments of you, your balancing of feminine and masculine, and just your air elements here is gonna be very important for you to do it. Like the book says, it says to like consider your projects, your careers. I want to say entrepreneuring the fuck out of the world. Right now is the time, guys. And even if you feel like, oh well, my health or whatever, then let me tell you that you need to keep going with those plans and still be organizing yourself in a routine to do this every day. Like if you can do just 2 minutes of that thing that fills you up, that is not like taking of physical, I don't know, like vegetables, which will help you with yourself. Then you need also the heart element, which is gonna help you be okay with yourself, basically. Like if you can draw for 5 minutes, take that as incorporation of the medicine. Now we're gonna see your last card, the Pope. The Pope. And I'm already feeling that, yes, you got it. You got the alchemization. You got it at hand. And also it has to do with masculine and feminine being okay with each other. Maybe you don't really like your masculine. Maybe you don't like to be rigid. Maybe you don't like your feminine. Maybe you don't like to be a childish, immature person. But if you balance both, they both come into help and teamwork. The duality becomes one. You are one body, bringing both these hands together to use this power that you have. So now we're gonna read it from the book. It says that the shelter and fare for the birds and beasts, likewise he who cognizes the merit and good stands for the house, welcoming any of the unwitting survivors. Having perceived the nature of things, did he achieve the confidence, and not even the least plea for help could since escape him. For he devoid of all hasty fuss, as the time itself is his ally. Okay, so this confirms that with the patience, you're gonna be okay, because the butterfly does talk about patience, to come out of the cocoon. And then this card is encouraging you to be okay with having other relationships support you, but also your own self. And don't feel the guilt if you want to be by yourself, but you as a person and as an inner projection of the outer relationships, first accommodating your inner relationship, masculine and feminine, arranging together, then that will make it for you. And with this portal right now, the Pope also talks about just spending his time with themselves and just arranging it so that they can cultivate this power. Say you got this issue, you overcome it, and then it comes back after 4 days or so. This is a routine, and it's an ongoing dance. Remember that it's an ongoing dance, and the infinity of things precisely is what makes it have hope, because you would always dance up. If you dance low, you will always come back up. And that is what I have for you, Group 1. Keep on strong, and please allow yourself to open your heart to whatever you pray to. I am not going for any of the beliefs precisely. I'm not telling you what to do spiritually or what to believe in. I'm just letting you know that if you connect with that, then everything is gonna be okay, and you will thrive and accept yourself in harmony, in service of others, but first putting yourself and your health and your energetic health as well first. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's pull your first card, which is Beaver. Okay, this is the water element. As you can see, the triangle down is the water element. Let's see what the beaver has got for you. As I'm seeing right now, some of you are gonna go into the forest soon. Some of you want to be near a river. A lot of you want to be by a well, by the bay, by the lake. All of this water medicines with this portal, it's a great idea. Even if you just go to the beach, because that's all you have close by. If you live in the West Coast or in the East Coast, and if you feel like, oh, let's go to the beach, then don't fret it. Don't fret it, because the beaver represents a lot of resilience, and whatever you got available is your medicine. But if you're being called to travel and you have the means and the transportation methods or the help, please do so. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. So a lot of you are trying to reconnect with your family, maybe have a family trip after a long time of not bonding as a family. A lot of you have children, and I'm feeling a lot of you even had their children in water. That's what the water calls you, and this is the moment. We are in summer, even though it's the Leo season and it's the fire and stuff, but we are in summer. So it says, the beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good nature and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by the way of the earth element, providing a home and financial stability. The beavers build a lot of, housing, as you could say, for their families, and I feel like if you are the provider, main provider, or the partner provider, along with your partner for family, it's a time to take a deep, slow exhale and bond into the water. For some reason, I'm feeling so calm and I'm feeling it here. I'm feeling it like by my third eye and going through my throat. And then to my high heart chakra, which is where my moonstone is, right here. And it might have to do with the sacred feminine, because moonstones are for the sacred feminine thriving. And the high heart chakra is what connects the heart and the throat. So if you have to voice something, be sure to be gentle with your family, your children or whatever, or your partner, your cousin, aunties, grandparents, whatever, parents, and please use the compassionate so spirit is giving me the vision of like giving a child feedback about like, okay, you got angry, you broke this, but we have to be gentle even when we're angry. We have to maybe grab something else that it's safe and gentle to hit, because a lot of these people, they feel so sometimes useless or worn out, that they feel so much frustration within themselves, and they might think it's with everybody else, but it's within themselves. And like a child in a tantrum, they just pah. And there's safe ways. You can hit the couch. You might tell the child, oh, look, we can do this, and breathe and exhale and hit. There's really, really safe therapies out there. I can tell you, to release anger, and a lot of those include sports, include arts, dancing, and kickboxing, whatever. It's like where they teach you how to breathe and then expel all that force and stamina through your hit, because hitting isn't always bad. It's really demonized, but it's only chaotic if you do it to someone else out of the nowhere, in a not even like practicing a contact sport, or you just do it because you want to release it on someone else. And just like hitting people, you can also hit people with words. And if you know like the feeling of it. It says, although the beaver doesn't usually initiate a project once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. So to balance this energy, you might want to dive into some meaningful work and something that makes you really cheer yourself up, something that makes you glad and brings you joy, but it's also of a service to somebody else. Like if you really like drawing and you do it for free for kids after school, then that's okay. That's a great service. It brings you joy. Win-win. Let's see. Your next card is healing. This is so precious. Let's check it out because I feel called to, but it has to do a lot with aligning your chakras. I wouldn't say I'm feeling such a tenderness. Like it feels really good and like a calmness. So if you have an interest in the healing arts like Reiki that aligns the chakra, or look a video up for yourself and do it and see how you feel, and if that calls you to learn for other people and offer it for free in the beginning, like to practice your art just like I do right now. Like I offer my healing medicine and arts for free because I'm learning and growing, and eventually I want to create and expand more with it. Healing, energy rebalance, energetic awareness, healing yourself and others. Other you exploring healing modalities like Reiki, the chakra system, your unique and innate ability to heal. Color vibration. Some of you see a lot of aura. A lot of the times when you just stare at someone when they're talking, or if you are one of those persons who just stare at people, like say you go out in the park alone and then you just see someone because you're very receptive to the auras and the visualization of them. Your unique innate ability to heal is also that your soul sovereignty, auras and meridian system aligning to the highest good and optimal health. So a lot of you catch, like, you can tell when somebody's sick. That's what I'm feeling too. This talks a lot about how it was so normal before, right? In Lemuria, for the civilizations to just do it. And it was just obvious that they were gonna heal each other and heal themselves. They didn't even need medicine. They didn't even consume food, guys. So this is all like, it's not like saying you don't have to eat, but this is going back to those times and believing that you have this innate ability of healing. So this is calling you to extend the margins of your awareness, as it says on the book. Revisit the situation in question from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. This will help you decipher what is real, possible ways forward, and whether an issue is really a problem at all. You may feel like you have some anger and resentment and feel like it's preventing you from doing stuff, but it's really not an issue when you have this power to rebalance and let go of situations or past relationships, past acquaintances that really are growing in their own way. No need for resentment, to let go. And that is basically the healing process here. Art of letting go and feeling your body as it heals, and your art and everything that makes you feel joy and pleasure grow. See how it's growing up? It's like spiraling up, aligning each of the energy centers in your body and the chakras. And that is basically what this card is about. Let's see your last card. You have Four of Swords. Wow. Let's dive into the book. The book for the Four of Swords says, practical mind and spirit that is capable of rendering itself into material life. It's the beautiful unity and the very goal. Such union in the basis for further revelations. So the union of all your energy points being balanced, it's possible right now with this portal. And with the beaver energy, you are like so inclined to do your kind of like your community service, if you want to call it like that. Moving forward with development, and must learn to balance. Don't abandon your poetic alleys in favor of rationality. So for the sake of being rational, forget about that. If you need to be a cuckoo crazy according to others people's judgments, then so be it, because you have the power of just, transmutation and healing. You're a very, very gifted person with the Four of Swords. This is just another sign that you should develop your arts and your service to others as well. and be okay with being maybe judged in the beginning, but you are such a giver to the community. And right now it's time to develop that in a balanced way where you're taking care of yourself. And that's all I have for you, Group 2. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. Wow. For your first card, you got the octopus. This is very, very mystical, ancient. You're ancient, your family, which it comes from galactic units, and then your spirit guides as well included, might be coming from down there in the deep ocean. Let's read some of it so we can clarify if you are to communicate. You think you are to communicate, and you already have, like, you know how it's colorful here, your crown chakra, it's already very, very perceptive to these energies, and you're able to communicate. So the octopus is saying to really call on to those energies of what I'm receiving right now. But now we're gonna read from the book Reaching, Yearning, Lacking Boundaries and Direction. That is your obstacle for this portal, is to recalibrate on those areas. Interested and engaged. It's what's gonna help you. Like, you might want to read book. You already read some of the stories. You are like, some of you are into manga, anime, and that is just like it. Like, your intellect grows with what you seek, and those anecdotes that kind of like reflect towards you. It says it's wonderfully perceptive mind. Yeah, like I said, the colorful area here is what turns in, and you're able to reach with all of these arms that come from the heart. Really, I feel like this is more like a loving thing more than a intellectual thing. I believe that's what it means to be close. I believe the octopus believe that it intertwines with other people and shares their own experiences without restraint. Yeah, just like the stories and the animals, they're all about connection, right? And I feel like if you are involved in just the psychology career, or as to say like that, I'm being called to tell you family constellations too, then that might be the portal opening you this chance to start it. Because we got the stars here for your second card. And the stars here, it's very, very perceptive in that area too, like with the crown chakra and the third eye. This portal is just letting you see that it's time. Like, you always had this opportunity, but now you're unlocking it, and you're like reaching for the stars and this information that comes from, even though it might seem like it comes from down the water and the deeps of there, they are connected very much to other planets, other systems, you know. And well, a lot of you might want to look into the somatic art. It's kind of like a mix between magical psychology and bioenergetic practices. Yeah, because I'm hearing that you're getting all these opportunities, like 8 tentacles. You might be able to do 4 things at once, you know. Like, if we had more than 2 hands, well, boy, what wouldn't we do with all of that? We're super infinite creative beings. Let's see your last card, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. One who has the basis of the mind still needs to gain confidence. So your portal is opening you the chance to see that you are so capable of this. And you are seeing yourself as like a little child climbing a ladder, and like it's kind of unreachable, but it's really not. It's really you holding your own letter. If you see it in this elusive and timeless perception on holding yourself and allowing you, and these stairs that might seem unreachable and infinite are just like, you know, five steps up that ladder to that star. It will teach to bear criticism. You're being called to be very direct, and the swords are very like air element. So the connection with these ancestors, call upon your deep ocean ancestors. I'm gonna recommend you to listen to dolphin or whale deep ocean sounds clips on YouTube and stuff. I use as you sleep. It has to be as you sleep, okay, guys? So you can connect with this great information that wants to come to you. It might come to you through dreams if you're a person that remembers their dreams. Also, you might want to write them down or record them when you wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning. Just speak them to someone or in a recording so you can remember, because there's going to be a lot of information in there. The page of swords is very much air element, and the air element is connecting to your ancestral Akashic records and knowledge. And it says right here on the book that you are to transmute criticism and reapproach with dignity. Some of you are having trouble and like people calling on you and like trying to make you react and trigger you, but if you're in the situation when you're being triggered, reapproach with dignity and know that you have this support of all of your arms to really call on to each of your perceptions that are necessary to just hold you and reach that point of clarity. So for this portal with the page of swords, this is the path of learning, and all this support coming from different sides, and your subconscious is what might let you know. So that's what I'm saying about the dreams, to maybe try to remember and know what your ancestors are telling you, or know what when you pray El Rosario or anything, when you read the Bible and you get this message, whatever you go for it spiritually, pay attention to it, because you might be in this portal where you're triggered, because it's an opportunity to bring your honor, and with the page of swords, as it says, like bringing dignity to that of the heart element, air element, that didn't let you be present completely before. Because with the star seer here, we have listen to your intuition, trust the holistic journey, dreams finding their way into being. So again, the dreams, it's a confirmation. And let's see. So even when the route is not as direct as you imagine, listen to your intuition and know you've got this, because they're trusting your dreams is what it says here. So because of that, you might be able to unlock this information with the star seer, and a more aligned outcome than expected is gonna come. Clarity for the graded path. You guys got this, group 3, with this help and this knowledge that seems to be very ancient and connected to the animal worlds in my channeling, but you can apply it to however in your life. It can be to something greater that you ask for assist and for help, to something divine that is going to help you approach these situations and people with love and an open heart, and wishing them the best as well. So transmuting the resentment and being super direct that this is the best for me, and if I don't think this is good for me, then it's not, and let's go our separate ways. Kind of like the sword cutting cord. This might have to do with family members. So yeah, you're gonna approach all of this with very much peace and very much intellect being assisted as of now in this portal, group 3. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Ooh, ooh.